Hello, Jeremy here, and today we're going to talk about 10 of the best WordPress plugins that you may want to consider using. Some of them I think are really necessary and others may not be as necessary, but they're good to know about. So the first one is WP Content Copy Protection, no right click. This plugin I think is very necessary because it protects your content from people just making a big copy of your website and stealing all your content. I mean, if you write your own content, you do the research and you put a lot of time into writing the content. And then if you outsource your content, you spend money creating the content. So for me, I put this on all my websites. And a lot of bigger websites that I see, which I know make $5,000, $10,000 a month, they don't protect their content. I can, take my mouse and drag over the content and copy it. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it is a risk. It is risky then. So this plugin, it stops you from being able to do this and then right click. So I put this on all my websites. I think you should too, to protect your content. Okay, the next one is really simple, SSL. This makes sure that your website is secure, and Google also likes to see that your website is secure. If you have two websites that are, equal quality and one isn't as secure, Google probably will rank the site that is secure higher in the rankings. Also, people coming to the website, they may not, they want to see a secure website. So this is a good plugin to have. Next, WPS Hide Login. Now, when I was with another host called Lunar Pages, I kept getting these brute force attacks. I think these bots were coming to my login page of my WordPress website, and they kept trying to figure out the password. And I kept getting these messages from my hosting company saying brute force attack. And nothing that I seemed to do seemed to help. And I don't know, maybe it was the hosting too, which was insecure because I changed hosting later on. And then with the new hosting, I got the same brute force attack, and they recommended that I hide my login. So instead of having the login being your domain name.com /WP-admin, it would be, domain.com / and then whatever you want. / I don't know, swimming pool. So then when people would come to the WP/admin, it wouldn't work for them. The hackers can't get through because it's not the right URL. You can change the URL. So this is another important plugin that I think people should use. Next is WP Cloudflare Super Page Cache. Cloudflare is good if you're running Ezoic ads or Mediavine ads. It helps you have a lazy loading, and it helps your website to run faster. So plus it's free. All these plugins that I'm talking about, they're all free to use. You can upgrade, but it's really not necessary. So Cloudflare, consider using that. The next one is AllinOne SEO. Now I use AllinOne SEO to make sure I have the right title tag, plus also the right file name. And also what's important is the XML sitemap. You can set that up through using this plugin. And that'll help your site get indexed more easily with Google. So AllinOne SEO. Next we have Smush. This helps to lazy load images also, and also helps to compress your images. Images, if they're too big, too bulky, it'll slow down your website. So Smush is a good one. Also, when I professionally paid to have my website's speed increased, they included this pro version in with the Surface. So Smush is recommended by professional page speed services. iTheme security. So this is good for securing your website. I use this one to hide the WP admin login because I do that through my own hosting, which is InMotion Hosting. When I was searching for this, my InMotion hosting came up in the search results, and they said I can, hide my WP admin within the hosting. So I think that's even more secure. So if you want to do that through at least my hosting, they recommend you have to have iTheme security set up, and then you can do it through the hosting. Okay, the next one isn't really necessary, but the classic editor, because I'm not used to using the Gutenberg blocks, and so I haven't really tried that yet. So since my website is already set up with the classic editor, I didn't want to mess around or experiment with different things. So right now I'm using the classic editor. Probably my next website, I'll use Gutenberg and see how that works. Comet Cache is the next WordPress website. This basically, creates a copy or a cache of your web pages and archives it so that they can load more quickly. Yeah, you can go to each one of these pages and read it yourself. Comet Cache. And the next one, I think we're up to 10 already. Attachment pages redirect. I mostly use this for images. If someone in the search results finds an image on my website and they click it, it'll redirect to the parent post that it's on. So if I have a web page that has 5 images and they find those different images, instead of it just showing the image separately, it'll go to the post that that image is on. So I think, that's 10 WordPress plugins. You consider using them. The first couple plugins I think are pretty necessary to use, so consider using them. And I hope you found these plugins helpful. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.